Why your memories are fake, and what that means for reality. The illusion of memory. What if everything you thought you knew about your past was a lie? Sounds crazy, right? But here's the shocking truth. Your memories are not real, at least not in the way you think they are. Your mind is constantly rewriting your past, distorting details and even fabricating events that never actually happened. The deeper we go into the nature of memory, the more unsettling it becomes. If you can't trust your own recollections, then what does that say about reality itself? If memories can be altered, erased, or even implanted, how do you know your entire life isn't just a carefully crafted illusion? This isn't just a philosophical question. Science, psychology, and even quantum physics suggest that memory is one of the biggest deceptions of the human experience. And today, we're diving deep into that rabbit hole. Buckle up, because once you see the truth about memory, you'll never look at reality the same way again. The fragile nature of memory. What your brain doesn't want you to know. Most people think their memories are like a recording, accurate, unchangeable, and reliable. But in reality, your brain isn't storing facts, it's creating a story. And every time you remember something, you're actually rewriting it. Think about this. Have you ever had an argument with someone about what really happened? You swear you said one thing, but they remember it differently. You're both certain you're right. But here's the catch, neither of you may be. Distortion. Why your mind lies to you. Cognitive scientists have proven that memory is shockingly unreliable. One of the most famous researchers in this field, Elizabeth Loftus, demonstrated how easy it is to implant false memories into people's minds. Through carefully structured questions and subtle suggestions, participants in her studies were convinced they had experienced things that never happened. In other words, if someone asked you leading questions about your childhood, you might remember things that never took place. Now imagine how many of your real-life memories have already been altered without you realizing it. And it gets worse. The Mandela Effect. Proof that your past is an illusion. Here's where things take an even stranger turn. What if not only your personal memories were fake, but collective memories were false too? Enter the Mandela Effect, one of the most mind-bending examples of mass false memory. The term was coined when thousands of people swore they remembered Nelson Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s, even though he actually passed away in 2013. But that's just the beginning. Consider these examples. The Monopoly man has a monocle, right? Nope, he never had one. The Berenstain Bears? Wrong. It's always been Berenstain Bears. The famous line from Star Wars, Luke, I am your father? That's not what Darth Vader actually said. These aren't just simple misunderstandings. They are shared, widespread misrememberings that suggest something deeper is at play. Are we slipping between alternate timelines? Is our reality being edited? Like a cosmic computer program adjusting its code? The answer to those questions might shake you to your core. How your emotions are manipulating your memory. Did you know that your most vivid memories are also your most inaccurate ones? It sounds counterintuitive, but emotions don't just shape your memories. They rewrite them. When something traumatic or exciting happens, your brain amplifies the emotions surrounding the event. But instead of storing an objective version of what happened, it stores the feeling of the experience. And as time passes, your mind fills in the gaps, sometimes adding or changing details to fit the emotional imprint. This is why eyewitness testimony is one of the least reliable forms of evidence in court cases. People swear they saw something, but under scrutiny, their memories fall apart. Two people who witness the same event will often tell wildly different stories. Now ask yourself, how many of your own memories are nothing more than emotional distortions? The brain as a reality generator. You are not remembering, you are reconstructing. Here's the most mind-blowing part of all. Your brain isn't just distorting your past, it's creating reality in real time. Neuroscientists like Anil Seth have argued that your entire perception of reality is a controlled hallucination. What does this mean? It means that everything you experience is a best guess, an approximation your brain makes based on incomplete sensory information. You don't actually see the world as it is. Your brain takes in fragmented data, fills in the blanks, and then presents you with what it thinks is reality. But if reality is just a reconstruction, then what happens when your brain gets it wrong? The simulation hypothesis. Are your memories programmed? Now let's take this one step further. If our memories can be rewritten, if our perception is just an approximation, then how do we know we're not inside a constructed reality? The simulation hypothesis suggests that everything we experience, including our memories, is part of an elaborate program. If you've ever experienced déjà vu, missing time, or inexplicable changes in the world around you, you might have caught glimpses of the system recalibrating. Think about this. If you were inside a simulation, the most efficient way to store information wouldn't be to store everything. It would be to dynamically generate memories as needed. If you could be made to believe a memory was real, would it make any difference if it was or wasn't? If reality is just data, how do you know someone or something isn't rewriting your past at this very moment? And if that's true, who is behind the program? Breaking free from the illusion, what can you do? So now that you know your memories are fake, what should you do about it? How can you escape the illusion? Here's how. Live in the present. Don't let false memories dictate your future. Focus on direct experience. Question everything. Be skeptical of your own recollections. Your mind can be manipulated. Practice mindfulness. The more aware you are in the moment, the harder it is for reality to shift without your notice. Study consciousness. The deeper you understand how reality works, the more control you gain over it. Reprogram yourself. If memories can be rewritten, that means you can rewrite your own beliefs, habits, and even your identity. But here's the most important truth. If your memories are fake and your reality is constructed, then you are the architect of your own experience. So, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Will you continue to accept the illusions fed to you by your mind, by society, by the very fabric of existence? Or will you take control, rewrite your own story, and craft the reality you truly desire? The choice is yours. You are not just a player in the game, you are the creator. The only question that remains is, what will you create next? And remember, yesterday has faded into memory, tomorrow remains unwritten. But today is the greatest gift, an opportunity to create, to change, and to truly live. Truly